Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. We are here at the IT World Championships in Chicago. We are brought to you by Epson. We're airing on triathlete.com. My next guest, 2012 Olympian, Ernst and Young accountant, a woman who I don't remember the last time she lost a race. Her name is Gwen Jorgensen, is simply the best female triathlete on the planet. How you doing?
Good. I wouldn't call myself that, but thank you.
Well, do you even remember the last time you lost a race?
Yeah, it was actually in a local Basque region.
Okay.
Local Basque region. It was a local race, and one of my training partners, Charlotte McShane, beat me. Yeah.
So here you are, you swam Wisconsin, you ran the last couple years, you get your CPA, moving on with your life, you've done your athletic thing. And all of a sudden, Barb Lindquist from USA Triathlon, what did she say to you?
She said, Gwen, on paper, you're a better triathlete than I was, and I was an Olympian. I think you can go to the Olympics. And I just laughed at her and said, nah, I know, what it takes in running and swimming, and I just don't have that talent.
And then all of a sudden it was, why not give it a shot?
Well, she said, do you still want to be active? And I said, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sport will always be a part of my life. So she said, why don't you do the accountant thing and just, train for triathlon? All you have to do is add the bike. So, you already know how to swim and run. So just bike a little on the side as well.
And so then Tom Schuler, former 7-Eleven cyclist, when Top Guys are on, he starts riding with you. And he told me that early on, clipping in, falling over, all that type of stuff. It's not like you were some experienced cyclist.
Oh, gosh, no. I mean, I'd never rode clipless pedals or anything. So every stop sign, I'd be coming to a stop and it'd just be like this slow motion. I'm tipping over, I can't unclip, what am I going to do? And you're just so embarrassed. And I'm sure no one really sees you, but I felt like the whole world was looking at me when that would happen.
So when that happened and you're thinking to yourself, wait, so they think I can be one of the best in the world. What were you thinking?
Exactly. It was more like validating that I was correct. There's no way they're right.
So from there, we're talking 2010, by 2012, you're on the Olympic team. Everything happened so fast. Did it just seem like a blur to you?
For sure. It was crazy. It was just something that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
When I qualified, I didn't really believe that I would have been able to.
Right.
So it was something that was just unique.
So the Olympic experience, obviously flatted, it wasn't what you wanted it to be, but just being in the Olympics, as somebody who grew up as a swimmer and a runner, I'm sure deep down it was like, okay, being in the Olympics is what I want to be. How special was it just to be there? Yeah,
being there was incredible. I think the special part was being in like the breakfast hall and being able to see all the different athletes interact and things like that. But I crossed that finish line and I had one thought, and that was I want to go to Rio and I want to win gold. So that's what I've been aspiring for since then.
So now you're going to Rio. You already punched your ticket. You're going to Rio. And for you, what does that mean? Starting in 2010, we're 6 years later, and you're simply the best in the world.
I was incredibly nervous at the Rio test event. That was where I qualified for the Olympics. I had to be first or second American and top 8 overall. And, I just was incredibly nervous. I had no idea what could happen. I know that in the past I had some races where, London Olympics I had a flat tire, London World Champs the following year I crashed, and you just never know what can happen. And so, I'd put all this time, 3 years into this, and I was like, well, what's going to happen? But I tried to go out there and just perform on race day, and thankfully I punched my ticket.
Gwen, thanks so much for taking time. Good luck this weekend winning.
Thank you.
We're winning the world title. It'll be 2 world titles in a row.
There's Katie and Sarah are number 2 and 3, so USA is ranked 1, 2, 3. So you never know what can happen on race day.
I love it. Gwen Jorgensen has been our guest, the very best female triathlete in the world. This is Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. We are brought to you by Epson. Watch us on triathlete.com. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.